The bed, you know, we didn't want him in our room. We
Exactly.
Get out of there.
I remember, Ruth was saying, "Yeah, I had to sleep in that best room."
And Ruth and Jean were one of the best kids.
She
too.
told me that.
Oh, there.
I was like, "Oh, no,
They
I don't think I'd want to be in that room."
changed
But
the straw in the mattress every so often to freshen it
Huh?
up.
Oh,
They changed the straw in the mattress.
Oh,
or
yeah.
in the cupboard, you know.
We'd go
freshen
up
it
the
up once in a
straw
while.
pile and fill it up with new straw.
Yeah.
Do you do that more than once a winter?
We'd make sure it did in the fall,
And then the spring.
and in the spring, yeah, I think it was, yeah.
wow, only twice
Yeah,
a year.
the old straw
And then
stack
it
outside.
would flatten down after a while, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of you left early.
Oh,
Yeah, when they were
since
young.
I was through 8th grade, we all got kicked out.
You got kicked out?
Sure, get on your own, walk down the road with the little box. We had about one outfit to put on. Walk down the road and get going. You can't have yours. So I went to the neighbor and walked down to my neighbor with my girlfriends I used to stay with, and I went there bawling. I said, "My mom kicked me out,"
Oh, no.
and I says, "Oh, they thought it was terrible. You can stay here as long as you want," she said. So I stayed there about a week, and then her daughter from Key West came down. She said, and she was telling her about me getting kicked out. So she said, "Oh boy, I could use something during the harvest time. If you want to help me wash dishes and take care of the kids," she said. She had 2 kids then. So I went down there and I stayed with them that one winter.
That was in Florida?
In Florida?
No, in Key West, not Key West, Florida. It was
Minnesota.
just right over here.
Key
Oh,
West,
Minnesota.
Minnesota. I only know one Key West.
I thought it was Florida.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Pretty nice job, yeah.
And then after I got older and I went to town, I stayed there that one winter. Then I went to town and got a job which took care of some kids. All one winter. She had about 6 kids, and I was helping her because she had a new baby and she was sickly kind of. And that was at Sorensen place. Bonnie knows
But at the
that.
first place, you have to tell them that other story about how sick you got.
When I stayed that one where I went to Key West place in Minnesota there, and after we got through thrashing, she says, I was been so busy, I haven't house cleaned yet. She says, and she said, "Do you want to help me?" And so I stayed a little longer. She said, to help me house clean. And while we were house cleaning, I came down with the smallpox.
Oh, no.
And she didn't tell me that before I moved in there. They had the smallpox. They were quarantined, and she didn't tell me they had it. And I guess we never thought they were still in the house when they cleaned. Would you believe smallpox were still in the house, the germ? And I got to come down to smallpox, and I was so sick I was out of my head. I remember I thought I was floating in clouds.
Wow.
I was just out of my head, and they didn't want to talk to doctor because they didn't want to be quarantined again. Another 6 months, you know.
They'd rather she
Jeez.
died than to call the doctor. Can you believe it?
So then the next spring, that's when I went to town, and
Yeah.
And after I worked at different places around town, I finally got sick of staying at the same house because your work is never done when you stay at the same place, you know.
Yeah.
So I went myself a room, and then I worked out of the room. I paid $8 a month for that room.
How old were you then?
See, now I left home about 16.
You were 14 when you left home?
14, 15, 16, 17, something like that. Those.
She was only 14 when she got kicked.
So that would have been 1933, the depth of the Depression.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it was. Yeah, it was during the Depression because remember they were. You couldn't get no sugar hardly, and you couldn't get. They were.
So they just kicked them out because they
Yeah.
just didn't want to feed all the kids. So you do it on your own.
And then when I got my room,
Kinda.
pretty soon, forget who. Oh yeah, not Al. Different ones. The kids come.
thought you said it
My
was
ma
Ruth.
kicked me out
Yeah.
too. Can I stay with you?
No, no.
One after the other would come
So
in.
they had a
I
I
place
said,
for
yeah,
him,
you can
no
stay with me, but I
choice.
said, you got to get a
Yeah,
job. I
maybe
can't
the first
support you,
one.
and I can't support you. So as soon as you come in, you have to look for work.
Yeah.
And
That was
then-
just the girls though, wasn't it?
yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
boys.
Not
they
the
didn't.
boys.
No, the boys were young, way younger. The boys were way younger.
Yeah, I
Except-
wonder
except
why
that-
they didn't kick
When
the
the bo-
boys out.
Well, see, this was before, because they were so much younger than us
Yeah,
girls.
they were.
There were 11 girls there in a row and put in
Yeah. See,
Oh.
the boys were young toward the
Yeah.
end, so they
Raymond and Clarence were
they
one
got
of
treated differently.
Raymond and Clarence and Jean and Joanne and Helen were the youngest ones.
Right.
And she, then,
Yeah, because when Mom tells these stories and Jean is so much younger, she'll say she doesn't remember them like that at all. See, so
Yeah.
just the difference in age
Right.
changes
Yeah.
Right.
how you.
yeah.
Who was the oldest?
Glendora was the oldest
Glendora.
one. Now, then Alvin, then I was next.
Oh,
Had they been kicked out?
Huh?
Had they been kicked out?
No, my oldest sister, my dad's aunt, them took her over there. They when she was quite little,
They didn't have any kids over there, so they wanted her.
yeah, and they raised her. And then my brother, well, he was working for a neighbor, and then he joined the CC camps. I don't remember quite all about him now, but
That started in
Clarence.
about 33.
I mean, not
and then he
Alvin.
got to and then he got tuberculosis. And he was in the sanatorium for a couple of years.
Mhm.
Yes,